guys, it's Corey from Redefining Strength, and today we're actually in Minnesota. We're out at Stone Arch Bridge and we're going to do a little warm-up. So this is going to be a dynamic warm-up that you can do. Maybe if you're on a recovery day, it's great. If you're looking for something to do before your workouts, it's great. If you're just doing a lifting day, you don't even need to do the locomotion part of it. So if you don't have a lot of room, you don't need to do that. However, if you are doing a cardio day, the locomotion is a great way to sort of warm up, get everything moving, get that blood pumping a little bit. So we'll get started, all right? We're gonna do 10 reps to start of the leg swing. So it's forward and back leg swings. And I'm gonna kick a stick here, so. Good, and then side to side and show you guys and try not to hit my nice little cord here so you can actually hear me. Good, and then rotational. It works on balance a little bit. It gets the hips warm, it gets the glutes warm. Good, and then another side. And you're doing about 10 of each one and try not to lose your balance like I just did. If you're following along with me, I have a tendency to be a really bad counter, so we're doing about 10. All right, try not to hit the cord again. Good, and trying to balance. If you stumble, that's okay. I know I have been. Good, so we're gonna go into a little dynamic squat stretch. You're gonna hang over, sink the butt, getting the chest up, hang over, and stand up. Okay, you're gonna do 10 reps of this. If I'm feeling extra tight, I might hang over a little bit longer. I might stay down a little bit lower. I might even do little circles. So you can add in some extra stuff here, but just the basic stretches right here. Make sure you really get the hangover and stretching the hamstrings. We're gonna do 2 more. Good, so we're gonna do a nice little sort of flow here. So you're gonna go side lunge, pivot, straighten, down into the low runner's lunge, pivot, pivot, so side lunges again, and then pivoting, straightening, down the low runner's lunge, side, side, pivot, straighten, low runner's lunge, side, side, pivot, straighten, low runner's lunge. And I want you to spend a little bit more time. So say I'm really tight on this side, I might pause here. If I'm really tight in my hips, maybe I spend a little bit more time here. Hamstrings and calves, spend a little bit more time here. Really pushing the butt back, not just rounding over, okay? We're gonna do 2 more per side. A lot of my warm-ups I do by feel. If I know something's tight, I'm gonna spend a little bit more time. But if everything feels good, I'm just gonna move on. So spend time on the areas you need. Good. So we wanna get our upper body warm too, not just our lower body. So I'll start with some circles. The joints like circles. I'm going a few each way. Just loosening everything up. Elbow circles, these look kind of funny, but they feel pretty good. Good, maybe even shoulder circles too. Tight today, feels really good to move. Good, some hugs, really opening up, and when you're opening up, feel that stretch back and then sort of round forward. but loosening up. And up and down. They're trying to get those arms loose, the shoulders mobile. Good. So another great one is you're gonna pull down and away, sort of opening up the chest. Make sure you're really sort of pinching your shoulder blades together as you pull, opening the chest up, and you're gonna pause and hold, and then you're gonna bring your hands together and round forward. So rounding out. So you're trying to really mobilize those shoulder blades. So I'm trying to bring the shoulder blades down together, open up the chest as much as I can, and then I'm trying to draw the fronts of my shoulders together and round my back. I'm gonna do 2 more. Good. So hips are generally tight from sitting a lot. We want to do a nice little quad stretch with reach. Okay, you can do this one walking forwards as well, or you can do it in place. And because we're warming up, it's going to be more of a dynamic stretch, so we're only going to hold for a couple seconds because we want to keep moving to loosen everything up and get the blood pumping and not fall over. Not rushing, taking a chance to stabilize, getting everything warm. I think we're on about 5. We're gonna do about 8. That feels really good for me today. If you're a little bit tighter, you might wanna do a couple more. If you're feeling good today, maybe 5 is all you need. The point with the warm-up is just to get everything loose and mobile so you get the most out of your workout. You don't need to spend an hour warming up, just loosening everything up. Good, feet nice and wide. We're gonna do rotation, so reaching outside. Couple more here. Loosening everything up, trying to rotate more with each stretch. I'll do about 1 more per side. Good, 1 final one, and then I'll get into the locomotion. So often, glutes, IT band issues, especially if you're using this before your run, you wanna cross the feet over, make sure that they're even. You're gonna reach up, and then you're gonna actually reach towards the instep of the back foot, really pushing the hip out to the side. Okay, you wanna keep the toes even, so you push the back leg straight, and then you'll come back up. Okay, you can also do straight down if you just wanna strictly get your hamstring, but reaching behind or towards the back instep, and try not to fall over as you talk, gets that outside of that leg and into the IT band. Again, toes are even. I'm gonna push my hip out, pause and hold, and then switch. By adding in a little bit of movement, I'm getting my blood pumping a little bit. I'm making everything move. I'm getting everything warm. It's not a static stretch before. A little dynamic stretch, getting the reach up to open everything up in the upper body too. Trying not to trip myself on the sticks and other objects. Hopefully you're in a little safer place. You would think the park would be safe, but not when you're a spaz. Because this one's feeling good, and as I mentioned, I can't count, We'll stop there. If you need a couple more, again, do them. You know, if you need to loosen your hips up a little bit more, do it. Do the funny circles. They're really good to mobilize those joints. All right, so locomotion. Locomotion is some running back and forth, and I'm just gonna do a short little distance here. If you have more space, you can do a little bit more. Again, if you're not doing a cardio workout, you don't necessarily need it. But what we'll do is we'll start with jogging. Okay, so you'll just jog forwards, and then you can go backwards. I like doing forwards and backwards because you get your body moving both directions, and we move in every direction in everyday life. So you're going in forwards and backwards, and then you might do some butt kickers trying to kick that butt. Again, going forwards and backwards. Just make sure you don't trip on anything. Good, you might do some high knees. So you're getting those knees up. You might do some skips. When you go backwards on skips, open your knees out to the side. Open those hips up a little bit. Feels pretty darn good. Maybe it looks a little weird, but it feels really good. And then side shuffle. And last one I like to include, karaoke. All right, guys, if you're doing, a little more core work, you might want to do some crawling. Otherwise, you can tell you should be a little out of breath, even with that quick little warm up. Can't talk. Have a great day.